Former Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake arrived at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry this morning. We now cross over to the Newsfirst Centre for an elaborative details on the matter.
The situation at the Commission of Inquiry with regard to the bond issuance has been heating up for the past 70 plus days, and for these 70 plus days we have had our very own reporter at the Presidential Commission bringing us the insight of what is actually happening. Zulfiq Farsan has been there for the past 70 days. Zulfiq, what happened today? What did Minister Ravi Karunanayake have to say about the apartment complex that he has?
Well, the apartment that Ravi Karunanayake lives in Monarch Residency in Colombo 3 was the question today. From where did the money come from to buy this apartment, and who paid the lease for this apartment? Now, when he was questioned, Minister Ravi Karunanayake said that he did not get involved in the selection process of this particular apartment, which is an amalgamation of 2 units in the 5th floor of Monarch Residency. Now, he said that until late 2016, he did not know that his wife had inspected the apartment along with Eugen Aloysius, and that it was in fact Eugen Aloysius who had negotiated the lease agreement with the owner, Anika Vijay Surya, and the party that signed the lease agreement, Walter and Rowe Associates Private Limited. Now, Walter and Rowe Associates Private Limited lists Eugen Aloysius and Jeffrey Aloysius as directors in the company. Now, Eugen Aloysius is also connected to Perpetual Treasuries. Now, Ravi Karunanayake said that he was only told about the rent that is paid for this apartment after they went into occupation. Now, when speaking on the rent payments, Karunanayake's family members who also are directors of the company called Global Transportation and Logistics.
That's what is the wife and the daughter of
Mr. Karunanayake. They had made payments to the accountant of Walt and Rowe Associates Private Limited, but the minister said that he was not aware of that until sometime later on. Now, he also was not aware that Eugen Aloysius in fact was the person who negotiated the lease agreement. Now, speaking on the purchase of this apartment, Karunanayake said that the negotiating and the purchase of this particular apartment was done by Global Transportation and Logistics Private Limited, and he was informed about that by his family members later on in 2016. Now, Karunanayake said that the apartment comprises of an area of 1,900 square feet. Now, this raised eyebrows among the members of the commission because the Chief Financial Officer of GTL, Brian Sinnaya, when testifying before the commission, he said that his apartment was in fact 4,000 square feet. The area is 4,000 square feet, but Minister Ravi Karunanayake insisted that it's 1,900 square feet, and even
more than double the size of the initial revelation.
And then Ravi Karunanayake said he requested the commission to even in fact go to his apartment and see the area in question, but the commission said that the lease agreement, the transfer of title deeds also show that 4,000 square feet is listed as the area of this particular apartment. Now, at one point, the commission told the minister, that is, this is Justice Prasanna Jayawardena told the minister that if he cannot identify 4,000 square feet, it is a good thing that he is not even the finance minister. But that was something that was a light note on that point. Now, the minister claimed that the payment of this apartment was done by the funds and money collected by his daughter, who is the director of GTL. Now, the commission pointed out that a previous witness had testified, that is Brian Sinnaya had testified, that they entered into loans to purchase this apartment, and then the repayment of these loans were used, the cash was found using the money deposited by the chairman of this company GTL, Lakshmi Kanthan, who in fact has deposited money in the safe of the company.
Right.
Now, he was asked by the commission, wasn't your family aware that Perpetual Capital Holdings, Perpetual Treasuries Limited and the distillery that is affiliated to it, these all come under certain scope that comes under the finance minister, like excise, customs and treasuries and finances? And he said the family was not aware of these concerns. And at the latter stage of today's proceedings, the commission asked Minister Ravi Karunanayake a very serious question. They asked him, "Do you seriously want us to believe that your family did not tell you there was no lease agreement on this particular apartment?" The minister replied, "It was all done by his family, and he was not involved because he in fact said that his main obligations were towards the nation, and he was at the ministry from 7 to 11 in the night, so that he had no time to get involved in these things."
Zulfiq, let me interrupt you there. Now, Zulfiq, you have been there at the commission for the past 70 plus days. You have been reporting to us every single day as to what happened continuously. We remember recently Mr. Arjun Aloysius handing over his communication devices, and there was a news alert. You, in fact, reported that he has been trying to go into his Apple account using his wife's mobile. Is there an update with regard to his mobile phone and any data that was inside his mobile phone?
Yes, Chaturanga, there's a very important report on that particular matter. Now, today, the Attorney General's Department furnished text messages extracted from the mobile phone of Arjun Aloysius.
Right.
Now, this is very important, is that it is the first time that data extracted from a mobile phone by an expert from the forensics investigation laboratory of the CID was moved away from the custody of the CID and the Attorney General's Department. Now, this data collected from Arjun Aloysius' phone compiles a massive list pages of 8,600 pages.
8,600 pages.
So only pages that are of concern were given to the attorneys representing Arjun Aloysius, that is President's Counsel Anuj Premaratna and President's Counsel Wenzi Ausakularatna, who is representing Minister Ravi Karunanayake. Now, these messages were read out in open court today, right. Some of these messages. Now, one particular message is from a person called Ruwan Garlage. It refers to a payment of 3 million rupees that has been promised by Arjun Aloysius 6 weeks ago at the time of sending. And it says that employees at the Lease newspaper are refusing to work because they have not received the money as yet. Then another text message is from a person called Neil De Silva. And this person says that there is a default loan from Bank of Ceylon, and Bank of Ceylon's lawyer has threatened to go to court, and there was a request if there can be an involvement to prevent this lawyer from going to courts. And then there's another text message from Arjun Aloysius' Executive Secretary Steve Samuel, who is reminding Arjun Aloysius to remind the PM and RK to obtain the monetary board minutes of November 2016.
Who is referred to here as RK?
That's an important question, Chaturanga. Whenever the name RK came up in these messages, the Attorney General's Department asked Ravi Karunanayake, who is RK? Does it refer to you? And Ravi Karunanayake said that he's only referred to as Ravi and Karu, and he does not know who RK is referred to as, and PM could be someone else or even the Prime Minister, because that's an acronym used there. And then another text by Steve Samuel referred to a name Anjali, and when Karunanayake was asked, "Do you know this person?" he said it could be anyone, so he doesn't know who this person is.
Right.
But coincidentally, Arjun Aloysius is married to Arjuna Mahendran's daughter, who also has the name Anjali Mahendran. And this was raised when he was asked if Ravi Karunanayake had attended the wedding of Arjun Aloysius, and if he could name who are the other personalities he had seen at this particular wedding. Another text message is about a person.
So, let me get one point clear there. So, the minister at one point said that he does not know who Anjali is, and at the second time when the Aegis department questioned him, he had to accept that in fact he had been at the wedding of a person called Anjali Mahendran, who is the daughter of the former governor,
Arjuna Mahendran. And then there was another text message that was read out at the commission today. Now, this was a very important text message. Now, this refers to a person hired by this individual named Kasun to their radio. And this sends concerns that the person hired, Kapila Prasanna, is not good for Arjun Aloysius, PTL, and Ravi K, and that the sender had shown some concerns regarding this person.
You mentioned your radio there. Yes. So that is what the text says, your radio.
That is what the text says, your radio. And one final text. Now, this is a deleted message that has been recovered by the CID, and it says that social media is a powerful weapon and they need approval from Aloysius to form a gossip column. so that they can give more support to PM and Honourable Ravi K.
Thank you, Zulfiq, for that valuable update from the Bond Commission and its proceedings today. Minister Ravi Karunanayake came out of the Bond Commission and spoke to you and the media that was present. We'll have a listen to what he had to say.
The media accuses us without any proof. Now we have been able to prove our innocence. The people at the Attorney General's Department are trying to tarnish our character and reach high positions. We came promising good governance. I am a person who has worked a lot to uphold that. I ask anyone. I have worked as the Finance Minister for 1.5 years. Did anyone have to pay any money to the Minister or the officials at the Ministry? It is sad what friends do. The truth will come to light. It cannot be swept under the carpet. The party says you should resign from your ministerial portfolio.
English too.
Now, the meeting to announce cabinet decisions also focused on the Commission of Inquiry.
We are waiting to see what Minister Ravi Karunanayake has to say today. The joint opposition says that it will move a motion of no confidence. What will happen then?
We have to first hear what he has to say from his point. The points are all from the opposite side still. We will go today and present facts. Then we as a government and his party can decide what needs to be done.
What is the stance of the SLFP? You had said that you will raise both your hands for this.
The SLFP has not reached any decision as yet. Deputy Minister Ajit P. Pereira made a revelation that there is a procedure within the government to weaken the process of punishing the corrupt. The Deputy Minister made this statement while joining the Satana political program on our sister channel, Sirsa TV, last night.
There was a discussion in the cabinet as well that a special court must be established to investigate fraud and corruption. But why isn't this coming out? What is the reason?
Ask him. There is no need to establish a new court for this. There is a judicial system in our country which follows a special mechanism. This case can be heard before a trial at bar. There is just one appeal which only the Supreme can hear it, and it can hear it fast. So we have on countless times requested that this mechanism be used. The Justice Minister must act with responsibility, but he has not taken a proper measure in this regard. Several MPs who are accused of these charges made fun of me over these charges in Parliament, that we are dragging this case for 3 years. They are under the impression that they can come into the government. Even though the people of this country are unhappy with us, it doesn't mean that they are happy with that group either. On the first day, this group requested for 6 months. So when you postpone a case like this for 5 days, the 3 years will pass. The government must have the political determination to not allow this to happen. This determination cannot be implemented because of the judiciary. There are 30 to 40 other MPs in our party who share the same view as me. I have personally addressed this matter to the President and the Prime Minister, but the subject minister has no determination.
Parliamentarian C.B. Ratnayaka commented on the bond transactions today.
We have suggested that a special judiciary be established. He must be aware, since he is in the same party, whether they... Let's speak about what these people have done. Very soon, everything like the houses which were given to the people who spoke about this matter, like Sujiva Senasinghe and Ajit Pereira. The mastermind behind all of this is the man with the clean suit on, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe. You may think that I am saying this out of hate, but all of this might come out tomorrow. Arjuna Losses might get ready to reveal everything if he is not protected.